All right. Hi, guys. I'm Alan Meenan. I'm a CEAT career coach here, and today I'm going to be talking about using social media for job search and kind of building your professional brand. So, we're going to go over the discussion points. First, importance. Why is this important to talk about? Studies have shown that 92% of companies are using social media for hiring, and that 3 out of 4 hiring managers will search for a candidate's social media profile. Next, knowledge. Why it's important to understand. It's important to understand how you display yourself online while job searching because this can give you a advantage over other candidates in your field who may not know the importance of how they portray themselves online on certain social media platforms. And third, engagement. So we're going to discuss how you should interact with the main social media platforms and how companies tend to use each platform when recruiting or researching a potential job candidate. So more on importance. According to a survey done by staff.com, companies are wanting to speed up the hiring process, which is why virtual and phone interviews are becoming more common. Now, 3 out of 4 job recruiters check a candidate's social profile, as I mentioned before, but they tend to do it before and or after an interview. And 29% of job seekers use social media as a primary form to search for a job. So using social media is becoming more and more prevalent to search for a job nowadays, and I think that those numbers are going to continue to grow. So now the importance of understanding why social media present or why understanding social media presence is important. 1 in 3 employers admit that they have rejected a candidate because of something they found on their social media. 78% of recruiters also disapprove of references to using illegal drugs posted by potential job candidates. Now, these drugs are typically marijuana use or alcohol use if you're underage. And 67% of recruiters respond negatively to posts of sexual nature. And this is where we go over the famous mom test. So if you're thinking about posting something, just try and picture, showing it to your mom and thinking if she would approve of it or not. And if she wouldn't approve, most likely, like 95% of the time, a job recruiter would not approve of it. So don't go ahead and post it if your mom won't approve of it. So, lastly, engagement and why engagement is important. You can use social media to learn more about organizations that you're interested in. The internet is a great venue for receiving information fast. So, um, to carry on, employers often post relevant articles and other information related to changes happening within their company. This intelligence can strengthen your job search by helping you understand the culture and how they treat their employees. So in this presentation, we'll go over the usage of these four main social medias: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And as you can see in the image on the left, this is a study done in 2012, the increase from 2010 to 2012 of companies that use LinkedIn from 78% to 93%, and companies using Facebook and Twitter to research, potential candidates for their jobs is 66% and 54% by Twitter. So that's in 2012. Obviously, the numbers have definitely increased from then, and this is very important to know how you portray yourself on these social media platforms and how to utilize these, social media platforms to your advantage and seeking a job. So first, we are going over the number one social media platform for job recruiters, which is LinkedIn. Like I said, LinkedIn is a primary social media platform for job searching and recruiting. LinkedIn is the best platform to portray yourself professionally, especially with all the tools they give you on, how to organize your education, experience, etc. We'll get into that later. And LinkedIn is also the best place to connect yourself with future employees, but not just future, past employees and past colleagues. So, you kind of get to get the best of both worlds with LinkedIn. So portraying yourself. We'll start off with the picture and the headshot. You want to make sure that your profile picture is a professional photo of you seen on the right with a neutral background. So you want to dress professionally, be clean shaven, have your hair done. Just make sure everything looks professional about you in that profile picture. You can take professional headshots at the CEAT Career Fair. It's very simple. After you take your headshot, you can just scan the QR code, go find yourself, take a screenshot it or download it to your phone, then upload it to your LinkedIn profile. It's very simple and easy. Next, the headline. We don't want to write a paragraph here. We just want to give 1 or 2 short sentences about your major, school, and maybe an upcoming job. For example, what I use is incoming industrial engineer at Bell Flight, and then industrial engineering and management student at Oklahoma State University. So, like I said, one or two quick and short sentences that tell recruiters who you are, where you're at right now, and if you are seeking a job. There's also a section that you can add in your LinkedIn where it says open to work. Put that on your profile picture. And this is typically only for full-time positions, but it's really cool and neat. You can select your job hunting as open to work. Put open to work on your profile picture, so recruiters won't even have to go to your profile. They can just see from your picture that you're open for a full-time position. So that's really cool about LinkedIn. You're also going to want to update your skills and education and experience. Education, if you're a college student, just put what university you're in, what college and major you are studying, and college and major, and expected graduation date. And for experience, you kind of want to, same thing, if you're in college, you kind of want to limit this to college experience and internships. However, if you are a freshman, you're just coming from high school, you're allowed to put high school jobs that you had. Now, skills is a really neat part of LinkedIn because you can add any skills that you've developed from past experiences or school and get your boss or professor to endorse you. So here on the left, this was a lifeguard manager, and they have been endorsed twice for their scheduling skill that they developed being a manager, and been endorsed for their CPR skill. So it's really cool for you to have endorsements on there, and recruiters really like when you've been endorsed by multiple people about skills that you have posted on there. So next, if you want, you can upload or post your reviewed resume. Have your resume reviewed here at CEAT. You can upload it to LinkedIn, and you can post about like internships that you would want, skills that you have, and such and such. And lastly, you want to delete any personal information you don't want to share. So I believe that contact information is in the public like domain of LinkedIn. They don't have to follow you. So if you have your home address or phone number that you don't want on there, I would take that out, but I would definitely leave your email for recruiters to contact you. So next we're going into the job search of LinkedIn, and it is very simple and super easy. If you don't know where you want to work or what you want to do for work, you can literally just search in LinkedIn a specific job or any type of job. And here on the left is an example, and it'll list all the postings for that job. And you can see here on the left, I think it's cool that it shows the number of applicants they've received from LinkedIn. So it kind of tells you, if this is a hot job, if it's super popular or not. You can save it for later. So if you don't have your resume right yet or your cover letter made, you can definitely save it for later and go get that done and then apply to it, or you can just apply to it right now. So that's a cool feature on LinkedIn that makes it super easy for job search and for candidates to, look for jobs that they're interested in. So also, I think it's super important that you follow companies you want to work for and you like and repost their posts. This interaction shows employers you're interested in their company when they go to your page. A big thing that you can do is follow a CEO of a company you want to work for. Add them to your interest section. So when the recruiter comes to your page, you'll have an interest section. And if they see like the CEO of their company there, it shows, you kind of done your research a little bit and very interested in working for them. So that's a cool thing that you can add to your page to help with job recruiters. And I'd say connect with hiring managers who have interviewed you. After an interview, you look up their name and you can send a personalized note to your connection invitation. I'd say just, say who you are, say something about the interview so they remember specifically about who you are, and just talk about how, agree your excitement and interest for the company and how you cannot wait to be in touch. So that's a great way to, connect with future employers on LinkedIn. So that's LinkedIn. Next, we're going into Facebook, which I didn't know this was actually is actually like the second most used social media platform for finding jobs. But as you all know, Facebook has always been the original social media to connect with lots of friends and family. However, now Facebook has a lot of things that can help you connect with employers. In 2017, Facebook launched a job board feature where a company's profile can post job listings for job seekers. So first, we want to go into how do you want to portray yourself. So Facebook has claimed that employers will only be able to see information that you post to the public. However, with that being said, having a professional picture as your profile picture is definitely recommended. Just as in LinkedIn, professional dress, neutral background, hair done, clean shaven, etc. Make sure your username is your real full name. You don't want it to be, anything outrageous or something you made as a kid. Make sure it's your real full name. And in your bio, you can use an elevator pitch to give a quick rundown of who you are, what you've accomplished, or skills you've gained through work or school, and kind of what you're seeking, a full-time position, internship in, the aerospace industry or mechanical engineering field, anything like that. And you can list your career and education just like LinkedIn. Facebook has a career and education skills section to include skills that you have that you think will fit into the job you are searching for. So next, we're going to talk about the job search at Facebook. So I'd say create a list of 5 to 10 companies you'd be interested in working for. The reason for this list is you could go to a company's profile and on I think it's the right hand side, there's like a recommended page of other companies they'll give you. And you could see another one be like, ooh, I really want to work for that one. And then you go to that page and then there's another recommended one. You just go down a quick rabbit hole and it'll turn into an unproductive job search. So I suggest really making 5 to 10 companies you'd be interested in working for. And then you go to every company's page and see if they're hiring or have job postings. So here on the left is an example of a company's page, and there's the little jobs tab right here that you can look at. You click on it, it'll open to it'll open to a page that says current openings, and it'll have all these jobs that they have listed on Facebook. So that's a really cool and neat feature that you can utilize in Facebook. And if they are hiring, research the company's profile to get a better feel for their work culture. And once you've applied for a job listing, follow the company and don't be afraid to send the company a message, kind of like in LinkedIn, but you can use Facebook Messenger to stating what you applied for. So state your name, include the role you applied for, the job title, and maybe the job ID, and some skills that you have that fit the job description. And here is a little screenshot of, you can pretty much DM. This is a company, you can pretty much DM them, which is, kind of cool. But it's a great way to say, hey, I've applied for this. I have these such and such skills. I'm very interested. Is there anyone I can connect with to help me, better my chances of getting this job? So that's a really cool feature that Facebook has. So next, we are going to talk about Twitter. And Twitter is kind of like a whole chaotic battleground. There's anything kind of goes in Twitter. It's a platform that allows anyone to say pretty much anything, everything. There's no restrictions, no restraints. And it's actually one of the main platforms recruiters use to research a candidate. And like I said, so Twitter is one of the easiest platforms to portray yourself in a negative light just because there's all these people debating and trying to get someone to slip up. It's just because there's so many unrestrictions on Twitter, it's a very dangerous place to really interact with. So for self-portrayal, the first thing that's really really important you do is you make your account private. And I know not really anyone knows how to do this because there's not like a super easy way to do it. But I found out you have to go to settings, you have to go to privacy and safety, and then you go to audience tagging. You click on that, and it'll say protect your tweets. And once you protect your tweets, anyone who doesn't follow you won't be able to see the tweets you've retweeted, liked, commented on, etc. So out of this, and but yeah, so make your account private. If any employers don't follow you, they won't be able to see your tweets, like I've said. Make sure your profile is professional and neutral. Now, I'm not saying you have to upload a picture of yourself in a suit for your profile picture, but make sure it's something super simple, like maybe where you go to school and what you're majoring in or something like that. Explicit pictures for profile pictures or, for pictures that you post, like partying pictures can be a bad look for you to employers. Make sure you use your real name in your username. You also really do not want to tweet during the work or school day. Employers have admitted to seeing that a candidate has tweeted during the work or school day, and they have thought negatively about them. They've thought that they were lazy or, pretty much just lazy or unproductive because they think that they should be doing something else in the work or school day. Don't tweet personal things about your work or boss, teachers, or school. Kind of goes for the same thing. And look out for tweets that have NSFW in the caption. That means not safe for work. Really recommend not interacting, not liking, retweeting anything around there. It says not safe for work in the caption. So yeah, just kind of stay away from that. Next, we're going to go to the job search. So job search is kind of tough on Twitter. There's not many jobs that you can get from Twitter, but I would recommend following the companies and industries just in like every other social media platform. Follow any old classmates and coworkers that you have, or tweet about a job or industry that you would like to be a part of. I would retweet articles and blogs regarding your industry that are exciting. So right here is a professional article. You're interacting with it professionally, tweeting like congratulations because they won an award or something like that. So just keeping your mantra on Twitter professional and setting like a good example is a good way to put it. Interact with your followers professionally, and like I said, you mainly want your profile to be a perfect example of the professional you, because so many recruiters look at Twitter to see if there are any slip ups from a candidate. You really just kind of want to be neutral and professional on Twitter and not interact with anything that's not appropriate. So, also, there are some job postings on Twitter that can be scams, and there's like been a couple articles written about it that you can research on your own. So, I just recommend verifying who's posting it and kind of just ensuring that this is like legit and it's an actual opening for the job for the company. And yeah, so just be careful on Twitter. It's a crazy place. So yeah. So lastly, we're going to talk about Instagram. And Instagram is the least utilized social media platform for job searching. However, like Twitter, recruiters can use Instagram to look at candidates' profiles and what they like to do in their free time. Especially in our current generation, I think Instagram is very popular among us, and everyone kind of has Instagram and uses it a lot to post about what they're doing, like vacations they go on and all that. So I think it's important to learn about Instagram and how to be professional on it. So most companies have their own Instagram page that they keep up to date about their current events and milestones. And as of right now, there's no job listings tab in Instagram. However, the platform is owned by Facebook, so this could change in the near future. So, self portrayal. As said before, recruiters can use Instagram to get a look into a candidate's personal life and hobbies. If you want to play it safe when job hunting, keep your Instagram private with a clean and neutral profile picture of yourself. The same goes for your bio. Example is below: industrial engineering student, OK State 24. When keeping your profile public, take out any pictures of you partying or having illegal substances near you. You definitely want to delete any explicit pictures that you wouldn't want your mom to see. This is, again, the great rule to keep in mind when posting photos as well. Also, you want to take away any tagged photos of yourself. And this kind of creeps up on a lot of people who have Instagram, is their page will be okay, but their tagged photos isn't, the same. So the way you go to your tag photos is, well, you go to your tag photos and there's like three dots in the upper corner of a post, and you can go to photo options. You click on photo option and you can say remove me from the post, and that untags you from the post, and it won't show up in your tag photos. So I definitely recommend researching your tag photos, just making sure that there's nothing too explicit or inappropriate of you on there, and you should be good. So for job search, again, Instagram doesn't have any section where you can search for job postings or fill out an application for a job. However, since most companies have an Instagram page, follow the companies you are interested in. You can also interact with them by liking and commenting on their posts. This is super important. It kind of just recruiters don't typically notice when you like and comment on a post, but it keeps you engaged with the company you're interested in. You're learning about them and what they're kind of doing, and you can use that in interviews to talk about, how you're interested or excited for them to launch something new. So, if you found a hiring manager or recruiter from a company that you're interested in, try and find them on LinkedIn or other platforms before reaching out to them in Instagram. Instagram is more of a personal and private platform. Most recruiters don't want to be contacted through Instagram. I think that's very important. I would really emphasize trying to connect with them on LinkedIn first, or maybe even DMing the company on Facebook Messenger before you do any type of contact through Instagram. So, um, we'll go over a summary. So always research your companies that you want to work for. Remember to follow and interact with them to show how interested you are. Always update your LinkedIn page with new skills and work experience you gather. This is the most important because, as you can see here on the right, LinkedIn is the most used by recruiters when searching for potential job candidates. So remember, social media can often be a first impression a company or recruiter has of you. So keep all your social media handles professional and clean, and never forget the mom role. That is all, and here are my sources. Thank you.